We're standing by the Jordan River, the same Jordan River that the sons of Israel crossed with Joshua, moving from Moab into Canaan, into the promised land. Well, at that time, of course, there was much more water here, and the water level was much higher, and it was very difficult for them to cross. Now, when they crossed, they came to a place called Gilgal. Gilgal. And it's written that the Lord said to them that he rolled over the reproach of Egypt from them in Gilgal. So where is Gilgal? This is what we want to talk about today. This is Ran Silberman for All Israel News. Okay, so we're in the Jordan Valley. You can see the valley behind me. And the question of where is Gilgal intrigued many scholars. The problem was that nowhere near Jericho was anything found that can be related to the Gilgal. Some people said maybe it's a circle of stones because Gilgal comes from the Hebrew word galgal, which maybe is a circle or a wheel, or gal, which is a pile of stone. Gilgal, maybe a pile of stone. We have this in the Bible, in other places. And that was a mystery for many, many years. Until in 1989, an archaeologist named Adam Zertal found this place where I'm standing above. And what he found here are some piles of stones that at first glance didn't seem very interesting or very important. But he came here and started to excavate, and he found that it dates exactly to the time that the sons of Israel came to the land of Canaan. Now, if we know that they came from the east, from Moab to Canaan, so this might be the first place or one of the first places where they put their feet. And very interestingly, when you look at this site from the sky, you see that it looks a shape of a foot, a right foot of a person with the little fingers, with the heels, with the arch, a real foot. And that, when Adam Zertal got that, he asked himself, why would we have a shape of a foot that can only be seen from above? Adam Zertal was a secular archaeologist from the Haifa University. He wasn't a religious person, certainly not a Christian, but he read the Bible and he was looking for any hint that can correlate to this structure. But there was nothing in the Bible about any form, any shape of a foot. But then he found not one, but 5 different places with the shape of the foot, all of them in this area, in the Jordan Valley and the slopes of the mountains of Ephraim and Manasseh. And he thought to himself, what can this be? And then he opened the Bible and he noticed that the foot has a very significant meaning. And actually, this is something that comes from Egypt. A foot is where the king or the god of Egypt, wherever he puts his foot, he proclaims that this is his, that this belongs to the god. This is very important. And the sons of Israel, they came from Egypt with Egyptian culture. The other thing is that in the Bible we read that the Lord says to Abraham and to Jacob and to Joshua that wherever they put the sole of their feet, this belongs to them. So a foot is also inheriting a land. So when the sons of Israel come, they show by a foot that they inherit the land. But then there is something even more intriguing. When the sons of Israel read in the Torah what they do in the 3 big feasts, they need to go to Jerusalem, and it's called in Hebrew, aliyah laregel, to go to the foot. What does it mean, go to the foot? I mean, we all know the term in Hebrew, ole laregel, aliyah laregel, that means pilgrimage. But in Hebrew it means to go up to the foot. What does it mean? Why foot? And then Adam Zertal said to himself, well, maybe this is an old tradition that the foot symbolizes the presence of God, and the term of pilgrimage resembles something that happened in the beginning of even before the kingdom of Israel, when they were just tribes. They were coming to those places, those cultic places, that symbolizes the foot, and then the term to go to the foot, aliyah l'regel, remained even when they're going to Jerusalem. And here he came with his most amazing idea that many people do not accept, that when you talk about Gilgal, this is Gilgal. The foot shape, this is what they called the Gilgal. And why? Because they never found any other place that is Gilgal. They found this, then they found several. And he said, Gilgal is not one place. It's just a shape, a foot shape that resemble a cultic place where the first Israelites entered into the land. The idea of Adam Zertal, this suggestion, is still controversial. Many people do not accept what he's saying because Gilgal until today is not agreeable what is exactly where it is. But the idea of a foot that is very important in the time of the beginning of the people of Israel is significant. And there is a verse in the Bible say, "Thy word is a light unto my feet."